Hello there, Leo. Welcome to your mid-month reading. This is your love reading from June 11th to the 18th. Let's get started with some oracle cards. One more time. Here we go. The answers you need are coming. A time to give rather than take. All right, that speaks to compromise to me, Leo. All right, work through your fears. And bottom of the deck, it's time to release negativity. All right, Leo, let's get started here with your tarot cards. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Okay. Keep an open heart and an open mind. Let's receive the messages meant for Leo. Here we go. First card, Four of Swords, King of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Queen of Wands for your last card here. All right, and the bottom of the deck here is the Six of Pentacles. All right. So first card here, the overall energy that I'm getting here is that you are taking a time to pause. Right? This is about rest and recovery. Sorry about that. That was a mouthful. Yeah, so you are in a period where perhaps just before this there was so much chaos and just wildness in your life, Leo, that you're burnt out, you're tired, and you have taken some time off to rest. And if you haven't done that, Leo, go ahead and do that. This is a time for you to recover, to meditate, to pray, to connect with your higher self. This is a time for intuition and introspection. So that is the overall energy for the mid-month of June. Next here, you've got the King of Pentacles. Now, normally, the King of Pentacles is the energy of knowledge, advice through hard work and studying and experience, right? This is the individual or a person in your life that is that stable person that you go to for advice and is always willing. Now, if this is you, Leo, and you are that person that has so much experience, now on the flip side with obstacles, you may be keeping it all to yourself and not letting yourself go out there and reach other people, right? Because this is where this card is important here, is that you have so much to give, so much knowledge to give, Leo, but you're kind of pulling back. And the card here, this oracle card here, is saying that it's time to give rather than take. This is a card of this is a card that's actually important, and I'm getting a sense here that you're kind of closing yourself off because of some previous turbulence and some previous hurt that or chaos. That's what I'm getting, is chaos. That was the word that flashed. But everything has been so out of control that you kind of just turned inward into yourself, and you are seeking some answers, and just know that that is on its way. Here for the column for what the the message that the universe would like to give you is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is telling me that the harder, tougher, crazy times, the chaotic times, it's over, and you're moving towards something that's a little bit on the calmer side. And but the problem here with the Six of Swords is that the message I just received is that you have to make the decision to want to get out of that state of craziness and chaos, and also this state of fear. Right? That's the obstacle, because the thing is the King of Pentacles doesn't fear, right? He has experience, he has knowledge, but if it is an obstacle for you, something has happened that's kind of made you pull back a little bit and hesitate. So work through your fear, make that decision to pick up those swords and move towards something that's a little bit calmer and more your speed, create the world that you want. That's the message I just got. Now, as far as what you are trying to manifest here is the energy of the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is, it's a very powerful energy, because the Queen of Wands knows her self-worth. She's incredibly powerful, magnetic, magnanimous type of personality. She can create whatever she wants. She's very intuitive, and she's also the type of person that, you know, she has her focus on something else and nothing can stop her. She's also, she's the type of person that, you know, she doesn't care what other people think of her. She's just gonna, if she sees something that she wants, she's gonna go after it. Now, I say this as a feminine energy, but this can certainly apply to a male person as well, not just female. So if this is speaking to you, Leo, you know, if you're male, don't think that I'm calling you names. It's not that. It's just that this is a very feminine energy, meaning there's a sense of intuition and, you know, just that softer, more feminine energy versus the King of Wands. But just know that this is also a very powerful individual here, somebody who's very confident and it knows their worth. So this is what you are trying to manifest. At some point, I just got the message that, you know, you have been in a state of negativity and you've got yourself in this loop, and it's kind of taken away a little bit of your confidence. And so this is why you are having to take some time to rest and just kind of recover, recuperate, and, you know, find some answers for yourself, right? Now, at the bottom of the deck here, you've got the Six of Pentacles. Now, this is a card of reciprocity, of balance. And, you know, this is you giving to others, right? It's time to give rather than take, because at some point, you know, that's how the scales are balanced. At some point, someone needed your help, and this is time for you to kind of pay it forward, right? Reciprocity. So that's the other piece of the puzzle that I'm getting here. So let's go ahead and clarify the Four of Swords here. Four of Swords for Leo collective. Why is the Four of Swords here? Okay, the Star card. Yeah, this is a time for you to heal. This is actually a great card to be right under the Four of Swords, because it reinforces the fact that you do need to take this time by yourself so that you can clear your thoughts, clear your mind, almost kind of recover, renew, because it's time for you to find the answers that you're looking for, and the only way you're going to do that is to take some time to heal yourself. This is the card of hope and healing and, you know, wishes coming true kind of thing. The thing that you wanted that you feel like you've lost, you're going to need to recover, you know, and get that back for yourself. And you will. You just need some time alone, need some time to rest. All right, you've got the King of Swords. Yeah, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles here. So with the two kings here, this is a lot of power, right? And, you know, with this kind of power, on the flip side here, it can be too much, to where there's so much negativity, all the negative qualities that we were talking about with the King of Pentacles. The negative qualities of the King of Swords can be there too, because the King of Swords naturally is just, you know, it's a very strategic person, very, very intelligent person, but his head is above his heart. And so because he is so sharp and so sharp-witted, sometimes this individual can be a little bit too judgmental, quick to judge, right? Very sharp with their tongue, and they're going to say what they want to say without thinking that perhaps they may have hurt the person, the receiving end of it. So just be aware that that can be an obstacle here. You've got two kings. You're a very powerful energy force here that can work against you there, Leo. Next card, you've got Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune talks about change. Yeah, this is just you going through the process, progressing to your better self. And just know that this energy is moving forward, right? Whether you like it or not, there is change. Change is happening. And that's really signified here by the Six of Swords. You're changing your current energy level that's around you. You're going from a time of turbulence to a time of calm, peace, recovery, right? And that's the purpose of this time alone, is so that you can get to this point and know that the momentum is there. This is all about change, and you're currently working on changing your world, changing the energy around you. And the Two of Pentacles here is you juggling and trying to find balance throughout this period of change that's in your life. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is, how should we explain that? The Knight of Wands is very bold, very brave, and goes to battle without hesitation, right? So person who is willing to take the risk, very bold, very passionate. So you have a lot of passion and inspiration around you. Don't lose sight of that. Even though you are in the point of recovery right now, know that this is kind of underlying. I mean, this is a fire energy, right? You've got this Queen of Wands. Again, that's a fiery energy, and that lives within you, Leo. I mean, you're a fire sign, and nothing can really, get rid of that natural characteristic about you of that fire and passion. It's there. You just have to rest, recover, and kind of reground yourself, right? Recover yourself. Work through your fears, Leo, because the answers are coming. But in order to do that, remember, share. Reciprocity, compromise. That's what I'm hearing here. So again, thank you for being here today. Actually, no, let's do this. I forgot. Let's do some other cards. I thought I was going to end this, but you know what? I want to do a few more cards here for you, Leo. Okay, I love my Leos. So we can't let you come out of here without more cards. Clarifying cards, that is. All right, romance. Yeah, romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. Yeah, once you get to the point of recovery and healing here, you can welcome that romance. Celebrate. Today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter most. Yeah, so don't forget the person who you are spending your life with, right? Celebrate them. Celebrate that relationship that you have with that person, because you never know when you will not get the second chance. Next, toxicity. Toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Be aware. Now, Leo, if there is any kind of red flags that you're sensing about your relationship that's not really working for you, make sure that you pay attention to those signs, okay, and act accordingly. Next, you've got the Star. Now, it's kind of interesting because you have the Star card right here too. But this Star card says your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. So Leo, you've got a lot of great energy coming towards you. You've just got to kind of go through this recovery phase. Trust that you will get to that point of recovery. Have hope, because you will be healing from a situation that you've recently gone through. You're well on your way to recovering yourself. Okay, Leo? So thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Bye-bye.